Welcome back to Pennies to Polestar, and we're in the final stages of this series. Why? Because I bought myself a crash damaged Polestar from Copart.
Those words still don't even seem real to me, which is crazy. I still can't believe it's mine, and I do have a little bit of imposter syndrome because I never ever imagined to buy one of these crash damaged. I thought I'd get one from the dealer. I saw it, I wanted it, and I bloody got it. And I fought for my life in that auction, but there was no way that car was going anywhere other than my driveway.
This journey started about 6, 7, maybe even 8 months ago, and it all started from a Vauxhall Corsa. The Vauxhall Corsa led to a Volvo V40. The Volvo V40 led to a Volvo V60. That led to a Land Rover Discovery. The Discovery led to a TT, and the TT led us to this. So in the last video, we stripped apart this Polestar and we got it looking from how it arrived to this. Now, it's not anywhere near finished just yet, and we've got approximately 4 days left before we go to the Isle of Wight, and this car is going to be going there too. We've got the parts, it's been stripped down, leaves us with one more thing to do. We've got to actually rebuild the thing. All the parts are in there, we've got 4 days to do it. Let's get cracking. So, majority of the parts are in the garage ready and waiting to go, but there are 2 very important parts which are still currently in the post. They should have arrived about an hour ago, but if there's one thing this car has taught me, it's that delivery delays are probably up there with the most frustrating things in the world. But there are plenty of jobs that we can be doing in the meantime while we wait for those important bits to arrive. And the first job that we need to do is we need to get this bumper rebuilt back looking like it's ready to go onto the car.
Building up this front bumper was actually quite a big challenge. Finding a front end for a Volvo V60 in the facelift is actually really difficult, mostly because Volvo tend to have a million different spec choices. The Polestar, well, that comes with full spec from factory, so I had to find a front bumper that had all of those full spec front items like the parking sensors, the radar grille, and everything else that came with it. We got there eventually though, and I had to buy 2 bumpers. One had all the correct trim pieces and the other was a clean bumper to put them all on.
Good news everyone, so while we've been doing the bumper, Santa's been, and he has dropped off what I thought was a lamb leg, or a pig leg, but it's not. It's a manifold all the way from Lithuania, and a rad pack basically, intercooler, aircon, radiator. It's a little bit grotty, but we'll clean it up, and it's not going to not work, so that's all we need it to do. We need it to work. To put this on, obviously we're going to change all of these gaskets. Now, it still blows my mind how expensive these were, but we do have 6 brand new ones from Volvo. Oh, and that one as well. 7 gaskets, £120.
I know what you're thinking, Emily, how have you spent that much money on some rubber rings? Well, the problem is with this car in particular, because it is so rare, the parts just aren't on the shelf. So I had to go to Volvo and order these gaskets individually. As expensive as they were, they're also essential, and only the best for my little Polestar.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts on the top, and then there is 1, 2, 3, 4 underneath, which I think should be fairly easy, but one's being held in quite tight by the alternator, so we'll see if that's going to be a pain to get out.
Luckily, this manifold was really easy to get out, but I suppose it is the intake manifold, so the temperature on this side is nowhere near as hot, which makes the bolts a lot easier to get out. Talking from experience, cough 940. This manifold is actually just off of a standard T6 engine, which Volvo did also produce, but it is the exact same part number on the Polestar, so luckily we managed to find one.
Inlet manifold completo. Next up, radiator hose. It's a bloody hot day today. Last time we did one of these, it was snowing. Now it's about 25 degrees. This needs to go on because ours split and cracked, so that's going to be pissing coolant everywhere, so a new one is here. This was £50 from Volvo. 50 quid just for that. But let's get this fitted and then we can put rad pack on. Let's go. That one clips there, that clips there, bottom one clips just down there. New pipe is attached, so that's good. So that should abolish any chance of a coolant leak. Now, good news, bad news. Bad news first. We've had a bit of a better look at this rad pack, which we did buy secondhand on eBay. I'm going to flip it over because I want you to have a look at the inside of the intercooler. Oh. Which, that is no good to anyone. Now, we've got two options. We either clean that out or we get a new one. When you get a new one, do you go stock? Do you go uprated? I mean, what would you do? Because I know what we would do, and we have just done it. We've just rang up and we've just ordered a DO88 intercooler for the car. We're going to keep the radiator, we're going to keep the aircon, but we're just getting rid of that intercooler. We need to replace it with our fans, which are there and somehow are not broken, and we just need to get this off. Ew, that's gross. Clean that and sell it, but that's not going on my Polestar. Are you mad? Oh, more good news, more bad news. Bad news, this radiator is not the right one. I don't know how, because they're all the same. Like, when you look for a V60 intercooler, not intercooler, sorry, radiator, they're all like a generic intercooler. Radiator. My God, what's wrong with me? This one is the one that's come off, obviously. You can see here, we've got like a coolant feed pipe, whereas on this one, we don't. Everything else is the same, it's literally just that. So we've had to order a brand new one of these, which, to be honest, it's not the end of the world, is it? Like, I think it was like 100 quid. Still gonna use the aircon off of this. I know it doesn't look like it's in the best condition, but we're going to use that. We also managed to use off of it this bracket, which is what was bent. You could see it when we first had a look at the car. That's what was bent. And these are a real pain in the arse to find, to be honest. And if you want to buy it all from Volvo, brand new, it's quite expensive. So we paid £80 for that whole thing, and we've got use out of half of it. But to say that's worth 100 quid, brand new, 80 quid for that and the aircon, it's all right. So we're upgrading to DO88 intercooler, and we are swapping out that radiator for a brand new one. We just can't really get any further right now until all of that has come, which won't be till tomorrow, because we need to go down to Leicester to pick up the intercooler, and we need to go to Nottingham on the way back to pick up the radiator. But it's not all been doom and gloom today. We have still made progress, not quite as much as what I wanted. I would have liked to have got the slam panel on by the end of today, but it's fine. We've still got tomorrow, and what day is it tomorrow? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we've got 3 days left. We have got the inlet manifold on, and let's not forget the front end for this bumper. All that we're waiting on now for the front bumper, and then that is completely finished, is the bottom fins, which just had a notification have been delivered at home. So we need to go and get those and drop those off at the body shop tomorrow, hopefully pick them up, get them put onto there, and then we're cooking. That's all for today. Until more parts arrive, I'll see you tomorrow. Bosh, we're back. It's day 2. Energy was a little bit slacking at the end of yesterday because I was just feeling a little bit defeated with how much of, stuff wasn't working. We needed loads more parts. I was a bit sceptical of whether any of it would actually work, but got a part there, we've got a part there, so it's good news. I'm up again, I'm feeling buzzing, I'm excited. The first video is about to release in literally and 2.5 hours. So yeah, I finally get to not keep this car a secret today. So I'm just buzzing all around and I'm going to channel all that energy into getting this front end done and dusted today. The only downside is I am actually on standby at work at 3 a.m, which is literally in 12 hours. So basically I'm on call for a flight tomorrow. Fingers crossed we don't get used. I could get used for a flight. I mean, the ideal situation we don't, and then we've got tomorrow to work on the car as well. First things first, let's do a little bit of an unboxing because we've got shiny, a brand new radiator, which does fit because we checked. There's the hose that we needed off the other one, which wasn't there. Oh God, one enormous, shiny, beautiful, upside down intercooler. So it's fair to say that's definitely an upgrade.
Now, what is crazy about this intercooler is when I rang Volvo and asked how much it was for a standard intercooler, they wanted £1,000. This D088 intercooler, as you can see, is double the size and was £500. I would call that a no-brainer. So now it's just a case of connecting up those hoses so that we can get all of this red pack and intercooler fitted.
So I know what you're all going to say. You're going to say, Emily, there is no way that you're putting that aircon onto your beautiful Polestar. Unfortunately, I don't have any other choice. This is the only one that we can, well, this was the only one that we could find. We couldn't find any others, not unless it was paying stupid money with like really long delivery waits. We don't have time. So for the Isle of Wight, this will do because the aircon's not going to work anyway. When we come back, I'll order a new aircon radiator thing and we'll actually put a nice shiny new one on there because we can't have a shiny new radiator, a shiny new intercooler, and then this rickety old thing. This is literally, we're on a time crunch. We need to get this car done. This will fill the gap for now.
This is by far the tightest time frame that I've worked on a car with, and to make it worse, this car is probably the worst damage that we've had. But there was no way I was going to the Isle of Wight takeover without this thing. So with a little lick of paint onto the radiator bracket and attaching all of those oil coolers and the air conditioning to the radiator, we are one step closer to getting this car done. Although if you stay and watch till the end of the video, you'll see that we actually take a little bit of a step backwards and we encounter a slight issue.
Everything that we basically took off in the last video has now gone back on. So radiator back on, air conditioning back on, everything, if you come over here, is connected back up. All of our coolant, all of the aircon, all of the oil feeds for the oil cooler down there, everything is connected, including the fans. Now all we need to do is we need to fit the new intercooler. It has needed a little bit of modification. We have had to cut some of the plastic off, but they did say when we picked the intercooler up that you might have to cut some plastic to fit it. I suppose that's the price you have to pay when you're putting a big fat intercooler on your car. We need to transfer this sensor onto the new intercooler and we need to blank off the other, well, the sensor, whatever, the other side, because obviously it depends whether it's left or right hand drive. So we have blanking kits that come with it, and we also have new clamps for the hoses. So let's get that swapped over and let's get that intercooler on because I'm very excited to see it. See you. Where are you going? Oh, you are sitting there, are you? Oh, he's just the best little boy in the world. Can you show everybody your teeth? Wow. Beautiful teeth, beautiful boy.
Wow, wow, wow. How good does that intercooler look? And that is certainly the perfect upgrade because now we've got an intercooler that definitely matches the power and aggression of this car. If we just ignore the state of that air conditioning.
Right, intercooler rad pack, everything is done. So now we need to drop the oil out of this engine. We've got a whole new bunch of oil, takes a lot, and we're gonna obviously top up the coolant, and we need to bleed all of the air out of the coolant system, which is probably like two of my least favourite jobs that you can do. CBA, I just like making the cars look good, which just means putting all the nice pretty new parts on. But you got to do what you got to do. Oil has been dropped. So, I mean, when we checked the oil on the dipstick, it was a little bit below minimum. We were going to service it anyway, but definitely not. How many litres is it supposed to have?
6.9.
It's definitely not 6.9 litres in there. So, genuine oil filter. Spent all of my life savings in there the other day, as well as all the oil. So we just need to take that off, put the new one in. Look at that, no mess. Bash. Let's just rest that on my new expensive intercooler. Hate the texture of oil. I can't bear it. Makes me really upset. I don't know how people don't mind it. Do you know what I mean? It makes me feel violently ill. There we go.
Roll it out. There we're in.
We're in. Bye filter. See you in 10,000 miles. I think now the oil should stop dripping. Still dripping a little bit, but only small amount. So we'll put the new plug in, top her up with all of my lovely, genuine Volvo oil. And I know everyone's going to go, oh, why did you pay Volvo price? Oh, it's so much cheaper. Because you can't win. If I put other oil in, everyone would have moaned at me. Oh, you should have put genuine Volvo in. If I put genuine Volvo in, everyone will go, oh, you should have put cheaper stuff in. So I just thought, I just tossed
that was only 60 quid anyway.
Tossed a coin and went with whichever one I felt like, and I felt like going to genuine Volvo, so everyone else can moan. Just wipe all that oil off there. God. No core strength. This is a guarantee of a mess. I do this every single time. I always say, oh, I'll get a funnel, and I never do. Actually, to be fair, oil filter didn't make a mess, so let's see. Ready? Bosh. Some juice then.
Swedish beer.
Swedish beer. Swedish lady petrol. Do you know what normal lady petrol is? Prosecco. It takes 6.8 litres. We've got 7, so I need to leave 0.2 litres in her. And then she's all juiced up. So then we can start doing the coolant. Although it would help if I could get this off. Pigeon fight. Milo won't be having that. He hates pigeons. Oil, done. No leaks yet. Coolant next. Got 8 litres. It takes 8.9, but if need be, we can just top it up with water. There's no dramas. Stupid push, like fucking banana medicine when you're a kid. Well, that's good. Every time you push it in, the bloody can pops in. Coolant going in. So we've jacked the car up on that side, so that the car's up, because we want this to be the highest point, so all the air naturally goes. And this will actually be, when we're bleeding this will be the first time I've had it running properly.
Right, now this is where I'm going to give you a spoiler alert, because things did not go to plan.
The only time I've heard it running is when we pulled it onto the drive, and I wasn't driving it. Can I have a cloth? It would have been sensible to invest in a funnel. But, do you know what? Sod it. It works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we do have a bit of a wet drip coming from here, but to be honest, I think that's where I just spilt a bit. Hopefully it starts. Let me turn my mic off so you can hear it if it does start, because it's fucking loud.
Turn it off.